Hey everyone, today I'm going to start delving into how to test some of this AI stuff that we have. I really have been focusing on getting AI to test things, but I haven't really tested like the AI infrastructure. So today I'm going to look at how do you test skills, like Claude skills, Codex has skills, almost all the AI things use skills now. Originally it was introduced by Anthropic late last year, and man, it's revolutionized how I use AI and all these AI tools. So in this episode, I'm going to I did a little bit of research. There's a few things we can start doing. The first thing I'm going to jump into is a static analysis tool called skillcheck. I saw that there's two of these tools out here, so I'm going to choose one of them, the Python one, skillcheck. And what it does, it's supposed to actually go in and just check all these specific things and give you a really quick answer. See, is the skill correct or not? But very, very within a very limited sense. So it's more of a linting tool. So yeah, that's what we're going to cover today. I have never used it, so this video is going to show me the first time installing and using it. So I don't know what's going to happen. You need to stick around and find out. And if you haven't already, go down to the description and download your free copy. That's right, I said free. It's a PDF called Top 5 Test Automation Best Practices. And it's distilling 25 years of my QA knowledge into 5 easy, digestible things you can read really quick, one quick sitting, start putting them to work for you at your job, or just use them as stuff to feed into your AI if you want, if you don't feel like reading a whole PDF. But yeah, it's go down, it's free, get it, cool. Now let's go on to the next part of the video. Before we jump into testing skills, let me just tell you what a skill is, in case you haven't used it. Skills, first, you give your stuff prompts, all right? So when you type out something, you give it a prompt, and the AI tries to figure it out. Then we started getting into writing commands, reusable prompts. And that was usually like a prompt.md file of some sort. And then we'd just be writing these giant prompt files. And we'd have to actually explicitly call out those files. Usually there's a / or something. And you're like, all right, execute this prompt. So what a skill is better than this. Skills are just kind of always there. They have a little section, they call it the front matter, but it's a little description. The description is always loaded into your context. So this little description is always there, and the description says what your skill is. So let's say it's formatting a PDF. And your skill is like format-PDF, but in the description it's like, hey, this skill formats PDFs. It'll see those keywords and it'll load that up when you're like, hey, format my PDF. Or I need to format this PDF. And it'll see that text and it'll match it to the skill and it'll execute that skill. And the skill is more than just a prompt. It is a skill.md file, but it also has other files within its directory. So it's a directory first, skill.md file, which outlines everything, and then points to all the other stuff you can use. So you can actually even include more references, more examples, and you can even include code underneath that skill that can get executed. So say there is a PDF formatting tool, it might execute that script or that tool as part of it, and it has a little script section. So there's a lot of stuff actually that comes with these skill files. Developers are using them all over the place to ship products, enterprise level products, products that, run systems that we love and care about on a daily basis. And I am not aware of any testing process for this stuff. So that's what I'm delving into now. I'm like, who's checking all these skills? I got a ton of these skills. I'm always crapping out new skills. And what if what if I'm not doing it right? What if they're wrong? What if they're getting corrupted as I'm doing this? So that's what I am really trying to tackle right now, is these skill.mds. Like, how can they screw us up? So yeah, I guess I actually kind of just skipped ahead into the second section of this video. But yeah, these skills aren't going to tell you they don't work right. Claude isn't going to pop out and say this is completely formatted wrong. It's not even going to tell you if it's using too many tokens. So that's also a big thing. What if the description is giant, it can blow up your context, like because it's loaded every time. If the body of it is too much, it's just too many tokens, and you'll start losing more context. So there's like a little sweet spot of how big your file should be. There's all these little things, and I don't test it anywhere, so we need to start checking these things out and testing them. So the one tool I found is called skillcheck. And this is a very young industry. These are very new things. Next week, it might be a new tool or something different. But right now, I found skillcheck. And there's two tools. There's skill-check and skillcheck. Skillcheck is a Python tool. And that's the one I'm going to be looking in today. Yeah, so let's go in and get our hands dirty and start checking out skillcheck against my Claude skills so far. And before I jump into that, I want to remind you, there is a free PDF in the description. Yeah, just go down, download it. It's a top 5 test automation best practices, 5 easy tips to help you out in your career. These are professional senior QA engineer tips. Go grab it. It's free right down below. And on with installing skillcheck and running it. I am so excited. I can't wait to see what it finds. I hope it finds something. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, I got a Claude over here on the left. I probably am not going to need Claude, but got it over here on the left just in case we need it for something. But over here on the right, we see here is the main Claude directory, and if we look down here, you'll see skills right here, and that's all the skills. So I do all. See, I got a few skills here. Not as many as I thought I would have, but yeah, there's a few here. So I'm going to install this tool. Okay, so install pip install skillcheck. That pip installed it, and now let's see. Should just be able to do skillcheck -- version or something like that. Cool, it is installed. And now, I think if you just run skillcheck by itself, let's see here. I'm going to pull up the website. All right, if we go over here, here is the skillcheck, the pypy.org, and gives you a little bit of an overview right here. But yeah, this is what we just did, or that what we just did. So we can validate one skill, or we can go in here and validate all the skills in this directory. And, you know, whoops, did I? You only live once. Let's run this against all the skills, and then I can focus in on one at a time. But I'm just curious what it catches. And if it catches anything, this is a win, and I'm going to start using it at work. So I'm going to do this one and just run it against my whole skills directory for my Claude. All right, skill check. Skills. Oh, okay, drum. I feel like it needs a drum roll, but I'm not going to spend the extra time in this video to pull up a drum roll sound. Too lazy. All right, here we go. 15. Oh, it found stuff and 44 warnings. 4 failed. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Hopefully these are not like false negatives. Oh. So many things. Oh, what are these errors? Oh boy. All right, Claude Ally. This is actually A11Y, which means Claude accessibility failed. Suggestions. Description is getting long. Consider trimming to the essentials. Oh, and it gives you a quality score right here. Oh, that's rad. 87 out of 100. I don't know if that's good or bad. It feels good. It's on the good percentage, but oh, wait a minute. No, here's the actual error. Am I? Oh, name contains reserved word Claude. Oh, see, I'm horrible. I always read like from the bottom up on these things instead of top down, and I miss so much information when I do that. I don't know why my brain does that. But yeah, all right. So this is already, I'm violating Claude policy here. Then there's a suggestion here. Fail. This is this one, Claude maintainer. Yeah, I'm using that reserved word there because I am updating Claude. And a whole bunch of warnings. Where was that? Yeah, this info one right here. I'm not quite sure the description quality and how that kind of fits in here. That's a little bit confusing, this. Maybe it's just formatted wrong. Okay. This, Claude maintainer. So we got some warnings, and I like treating warnings as errors, so... Oh, this is so cool. So what other errors do we got? Reserved words. Broken links. Oh, that's a good one. And I love all these quality scores. So far what we're seeing is this is finding errors, it's finding warnings, it's finding naming violations, and it's also giving us quality scores like 67 out of 100, 82 out of 100. And I think what you can do is you can set like thresholds for this. So if, like, say the quality of your skill goes below 75, you can fail this. I think that's how it works. Let me look at the tools and see if that's the case. Let's see. And oh, yeah, so like the description score, I think that's what it is. I think it's just a score for the description. I don't think it's a score for the whole body, but yeah. So this right here, you can set 50 as the minimum threshold. I don't know, I think 50 sounds too middle of the road for me, but... And another cool thing is you can check compatibility. So like, see, this is cool right here, is that if you're expecting this skill to work everywhere, it can actually... Like, say you import a skill from Claude and then want to use it from Claude Code and want to use it in Codex, or vice versa. You can actually check the target agent and then see if it if it'll work in your environment or not. I think that's rad. It's a little bit too advanced for this video. I think that's rad. This, I might jump into this once I start getting into all these warnings and whatnot, but wow. Let me go back to this guy, and I am so... Okay, so let's see where the errors are. Can you filter by the errors? I don't know. Let's see. Skill check -- help. Skip ref check. Max lines. Max tokens. So here's the token count threshold. Line count threshold. So all right, cool. You can also set lines and tokens. Like, I wonder if we set -- max tokens to 2,000. Wonder if that's like a better to keep, because it's better to keep these things small, so your token count under 2,000. I think Claude, when I was looking at their stuff about things, suggested 5,000 tokens. So let's try 2,000 and see if we can get extra errors here. So -- max tokens. I came in here looking for something else and found this instead, and like a kid with a shiny object, just I'm off into the woods. Just freaking squirrel on meth or something. Okay, all right, what is this? Let's say, what is it again? -- max tokens. All right, so skill check, and I'm doing that against all my skills, and -- max tokens 2,000, and let's say -- min description score 80. That way I'm saying, hey, it needs to not go above 2,000 tokens, and it needs to have a score of 80. Not soar, score. Okay, what do we get here? All right, so it's still giving us all the stuff and all the warnings, but I think it increased the warnings from last time. Let's see what we got here. This is so badly formatted. I think there's a JSON format. -- format. JSON. Honestly, I think this is a better way of looking at this data. All right, this feels a little bit more organized. Let's go up to the top here. Or I can start at the bottom. No, let's go to the top. Files check 19, results. Severity, okay. Error. So yeah, I wish I could kind of filter out severity levels, but I didn't see that as an option. But I could write my own little tool to help, separate out these things. But here we go. Not valid. And that's the reserved word. Oh, Exceeds the token budget. That's what I was looking for. So which one is this? So this is going to be 3,000, which is probably fine. I just put 2,000 as a really low number, so I wouldn't use that in your stuff. I just wanted to trigger this error and see what would happen. And for which, that's here. Which one? What is this for? So this is Claude maintainer. Yeah, I think this is for my Claude maintainer. Okay. It's kind of a chunky skill, but yeah, cool. And let's just run this against one skill. I got it running against all skills. I'm going to get rid of all this other stuff. Let's see. Skills. Let's go. What's the first skill here? Which one do I like? My favorite is my critic versus defender. Let me see. I did cover this in a previous video. Maybe I'll link it here in the card if I remember to put a little... Anyway, I usually don't remember, so you're never going to see this video ever again. But I did a thing on critic versus defender in another video. Let's see how this skill... I got a few warnings, no errors. But I probably would want to clean up all these warnings, because warnings are telling you something's wrong. It's not quite going to screw you up, but it's probably something you should fix. So I would go through and fix all these warnings, unless I feel like they're completely silly. Cool. I am so stoked with this. All right, I think this tool is really freaking amazing. I need to dive in more to see if all the warnings and errors are legit. I am putting it into play at my job immediately. I'm taking this tool and I'm going to hook it into, we have some skill repositories I think could benefit from this. I'm just going to throw it in there and see what happens and upset all the developers at my company with the things I find. That's my job as a tester, pissing off developers. So I'm going to have a great day tomorrow. So yeah, this is cool. And it's just pip install, so you can use this tool anywhere. Like you can use it in your CI, you can put it as a git pre-commit hook. Which is something I would totally do, and I'm going to do even with my own stuff right now. I want to know whenever I check in something that something's wrong with the skills I'm putting together. So yeah, you can put it in your CI/CD pipeline. Amazing stuff. This is like the first linting tool I've discovered for testing the AI. This isn't testing AI directly, but it's part of the AI infrastructure. And this is the stuff that humans are creating. And being able to fix that stuff before it reaches the AI, it's going to win you a lot. I am so excited to use this at work. I hope you found value in this thing, skill check. I got to check out that other one, the skill-check, which is apparently a node-based one. So if you're into JavaScript and all that, you might want to check out that tool. If you love the Pythons like I do, then this tool, either tool is fine for whatever environment. I hope this tool actually progresses and grows over the next couple of years to be even better. I can't wait to use this. The token count part, that's the part that's really important. It can tell you, and you can even set what tokens to look for. And the quality score, that is beautiful. Okay, I'm not gonna keep drooling over this cool little command line tool. It's just opened up a new world of testing for me. The AI infrastructure testing. And I haven't heard of anyone else at my company doing this, so I can't wait to go do this. If you go do it at your company, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'm excited about this. I hope you're excited about this. Unless you've been already known about this and it's just old hat to you, then is old hat even a saying? What am I even talking about? I don't know. It's late and I'm sleepy. But yeah, thanks again for watching. If you haven't already, go down to the description, grab your free guide, the top 5 test automation best practices. Go down and get it before ending this video. And I'm probably going to link that critic versus defender skill thing that I had in my last video and point you to that, so you know what skill I just was talking about. So that's going to be in the next video. Pair that with this one, and you'll see about creating skills and then about how to test the skills. Happy testing, everyone. Take care.